Tammy Scruggs-Duncan, and I'm the Executive Director of the Alleghany Highlands Arts Council. And I was here to speak to you about a project that we're doing. According to Webster's dictionary, the definition of the word loneliness is the state of being alone in solitary isolation. Webster also defines the word collaborate, to work jointly with others or together, especially in an intellectual endeavor. Loneliness is something everyone experiences at some point in their life, and some people live with it on a daily basis. Researchers collectively agree that even in a world with the fastest, most direct communication systems in history, people are feeling more emotionally disconnected than ever before. It's been proven that it's the root of issues like bullying, suicide, hate crimes, and general social unrest. Educators, health professionals, clergy, social workers, and all others deal with this problem. But what exactly can we do about it? How can we affect how a person feels inside themselves? That's where we as the arts community sit in a rare position to be able to help address this. That's where the collaboration comes in. I come before you tonight to introduce you to a project that the Arts Council and the Historic Masonic Theater have been developing over the winter called the Loneliness Project Step 1, involving a residency of physical theater entitled Addressing Loneliness with Active Kindness. P.U.S.H is an art form that's hard to define, so I have put a YouTube link in this packet of information that we're going to hand out so that you can check them out for yourselves. But the best way I can describe them is a cross between like the Bolshoi Ballet and the Flying Melinda Brothers. If you go to YouTube, you'll see what I mean. It's a collective art form using music, dance, acrobatics, and the law of gravity. We'll serve the residents and students of Clifton Forge and the greater Alleghany Highlands through workshops in the schools and then activities in other public forums. And then we will close the residency with a public performance that will be shared by both the Masonic Theater season and our Performing Arts season. The main concept is that members of this community, be they young or old, will communicate and collaborate with these professionals to create a piece of performance art that will give a voice to those who feel no one hears them or sees them. At this point, I'd like to ask Jeff if how many minutes am I at right now?
2.5.
Okay. Jeff's,
I'll do the speed reading version of my part. You've heard it before, and I've talked about the Loneliness Initiative before. The Loneliness Project that she's describing to you makes it sound like it's just the two of us. It's a much larger and broader initiative seeking to encompass those who are already working on the project, Community Services Board, the schools, houses of worship, many others who are doing the work in the community. As step one, part of the collaborative process of addressing the issue. And at the core of this project is not just what it is on its own, but what it is meant to leave behind, what it is meant to build after the project. This is kind of a stimulation of ongoing work that will continue to take place, because we all know the ongoing effort is what will be required to truly understand what's happening and to address it clearly.
okay. Well, I bring Jeff in because he was really the catalyst for this. And if you look at the final page of that packet, you'll see the entire project as was presented yesterday to Ms. Burcham. I won't go into explaining what the Arts Council does because I feel like you should be fairly familiar with us. We have had a lot of success since the Masonic has opened with presenting events there and drawing in visitors from Lexington, Roanoke, West Virginia, as far away as Richmond and North Carolina. And then we also bring a large number of artists into the community. All of them eat and sleep here. And if you refer to the budget, you'll see sometimes that can be kind of expensive. The Arts Council most often picks up the tab for their lodging, so some of this money would come back to you in the form of your lodging and meals tax. None of us really are in this for the money. We're in it for the lasting impact that it will have on those people who participate in it, and we want it to live on after P.U.S.H Physical Theater leaves this community, and if we can make a difference in just one person, one life, if that life turns out to be the school shooter or the person that was going to jump off the bridge down here on First Street, then your money will be well invested. My time is up. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them, or you can contact me later.
Any questions? Thank you.
Thank you.